Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu Merfolk Master, and guess what day it is today? It's Tuesday, which means we're trolling it up with Troll Tuesday. We're going to look at an infamous card that has been asked of me a million times. Nikachu, is it worth it to go blue-white for Sejiri Merfolk? Can that lifelink and that first strike make the difference? I've said no for years, but doing what? Today we're going to say yes. And if you want to see other troll decks that appear on this channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com, your home base for everything Magic the Gathering, and the MTG Mastermind. The MTG Mastermind is a coaching program. Take your game to the next level, get ahead, get an advantage in Standard, in Limited, in Modern. You're going to want to learn from those coaches on the MTG Mastermind. And Card Hoarder, your online digital service for Magic cards. Card Hoarder has lent the digital cards necessary to make Troll Tuesday a reality. We're not going to let our memes be dreams. So this week's Troll Tuesday is basically brought to you by patron Wasias, who says, Nikachu, let's bring lifelink to Merfolk. Let's bring some life to Merfolk. All right, let's try out Sejiri Merfolk. So this is the purpose of Troll Tuesday, to try out all these off-ball Merfolk cards that people have desperately wanted me to, give play. And so here we are. We got Sejiri Merfolk. As long as you control planes, Sejiri Merfolk has first strike and lifelink. So there's definitely going to be some matchups where this is going to matter. The downside to this is, you may not always connect for damage. You're going to take damage just to, enable the first strike on it. But hopefully in the long run, the lifelink is going to matter.
That first strike could matter even more.
The first strike could matter a lot. In response, crack, Flooded Strand, get planes, get Hollow Fountain, eat something in combat. That could work. Maybe with multiples, we're just going to gain a ton of life, and Burn has no chance. And the other spicy card, Yanchevik, we're going to try out Deep Root Waters again. This is a much more Deep Root Waters deck. We've got a way more creatures. It's a creature-centric. Let's hope Deep Root Waters is going to do it for this Blue-White Merfolk deck. So, Sejiri Merfolk has to play with a plains. We have to have plains in the deck. So it can be Hollowed Fountain. It is considered a plains. And we do have a basic plains as well.
Just the one.
That's right. We're not always going to reliably have it on turn 2, though. I just don't want to put in so many fetch lands. It's just going to be gravy. So, most of the time, we're not going to have it have lifelink. Or not by turn 2, but a decent chunk of the time we will, with 9 mana sources. So it's not super reliable that we'll have lifelink and first strike, but usually it will. Otherwise, it's just a 2/1 Merfolk creature. Not too bad. Not a bad rate. What other cool things are we doing with this Merfolk deck? Well, if we're playing with Path to Exile, let's try out Cosi's Trickster. Cosi's Trickster is a card that was losing more and more value as Modern went on. They were printing more fast land and check lands, and they printed the Horizon lands, so there's less of a reason for people to be playing fetch lands. And Cosi's Trickster, it gets +1/+1 whenever our opponent shuffles the deck. Whenever they shuffle the deck. You would love this card.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is super gimmicky.
I think you should be able to just shuffle the deck whenever you want. Still believe it.
Shuffle our opponent's deck whenever we want. So the problem with Cosi's Trickster, there's a lot of problems. The first one is our opponent has control over when they shuffle their deck. And they have a lot of non-fetch lands. So if they have fetch lands in hand, they're just not going to play them, alright? They're just going to play them on turn 3 and 4. They could play them on turn 2 and just not crack it until turn 4. And Cosi's Trickster is more valuable as a 2/2 creature by turn 2 and turn 3, not turn 4, 5, 6, 7. If it gets bigger later, that's great, but it's not something we can force. In the earlier portions of the game, we want Cosi's Trickster to be bigger. So what's changed? Well, they did print they unbanned Stoneforge Mystic. Now that card will shuffle their library by turn 2, so that's good. And if they don't want to play Stoneforge Mystic by turn 2, well, that's at their loss. Additionally, I don't know if this is a big deal, but Urza, the Urza deck plays with a lot of shuffling effects. Urza itself shuffles the deck when you use his activated ability. They use Prismatic Omen to go get their lands. So there is a few more fetch lands in the mix in the modern metagame, and that's a very popular deck. Burn still, I can't say Burn fetches a ton more now that they have Sunbay Canyon. Let's see, where else does Cosi Trickster fly? It might help against what's it called, Jund with Wrenn and 6. Wrenn and 6 will help bring back fetch lands, and then the more fetch lands they crack, the larger Cosi Trickster will get. So I'm not expecting Cosi Trickster to be great, but I'm willing to experiment it with in this deck because we get to play with Path to Exile. Maybe not necessarily force our opponent to shuffle their library, but if they want to find that land card, then they're going to have to shuffle their library. So there's going to be a benefit to playing Cosi Trickster in the blue-white deck. And of course, we're playing blue-white, so we get access to all the good cards. Rest in Peace, Stony Silence, Deputy of Detention, throwing some Dampening Spheres in here, and an extra Force Negation because I didn't have room in the main deck for all 4. Who cares? Hopefully that's good enough. All right, so let's get into our league.
Played against this donkey before, I know for sure.
I don't know. Hand's fine. Okay, we'll keep. It's not the ideal Deep Root Waters hand, though. Hey, Burn.
Off to the races.
That's probably be good. It's probably going to be good for us if that's how they started the game. Because they're probably going to play Eidolon next turn, and we just have Aether Vials. But unfortunately, like, they'll sort of shut off Deep Root Waters. Deep Root Waters doesn't trigger off of the Aether Vial. You have to cast the Merfolk. Oh, Scalding Tarn. Look at me playing Scalding Tarn in my Burn deck. I am so rich.
It's an expensive card.
It's the most expensive. It's like, I don't know if it's the most expensive fetch land or one of the most expensive fetch lands. It's up there, though.
Buy them on the Chinese counterfeit market. It's like $1.
Counterattack. But, well, if we slam Deep Root Waters next turn, it actually will be pretty good, because then we can start playing, we can hard cast some of our lords, and then when we do that, what is this, bolting us? Bolting the Mutavault. That's not good, because now we can't get the Deep Root Waters in play. Because when we hard cast, I think Deep Root Waters actually might play very well in this matchup, because then when we hard cast the Merfolk, it's going to be good for us. Because we can use the hexproof creature to just chump block for forever. Okay, there's the Eidolon, which is debatably okay. Pass. Attempt to block Eidolon.
No burn spells, bitch.
Well, they probably have them. This worked out pretty well. Wait, you thought I was going to block your Swiss Bear? They got a lot of cards in hand, though. What the hell is it? Maybe a bunch of Searing Blazes. Okay, let's get the Deep Root Waters. We're going deep. We're going deep, people. Now I don't even know if I want to vial these lords in.
Here comes an Abrade.
Probably not.
Only attacking for 1?
What's going on here? Wow, what is this? Backwards burn deck. Rift Bolt.
You're out of time.
Okay, so just in case I draw a lord, I'm going to
Pump up the jam.
Play a lord and then hopefully get out of range of a lord. Should I take this up to 3 for Mare Regery?
Possible.
Nah.
Oof.
That was a good draw. Right.
Outstanding move.
Outstanding move. So these are going to be blockers for forever. Let's just hope that we get to untap.
It's going to be a baiting.
Because Riftbolt can go upstairs. I'm not sure what they have. I am guessing they have like a bunch of Searing Blazes in their hand, and they don't have the landfall trigger yet. Searing Blaze wouldn't even do anything right now.
Searing Blaze, Searing Blood.
Searing Blaze. Sorry, the Riftbolt will go after Lord of Atlantis. So now they can Searing Blaze it.
But he's too strong.
Too strong. Yeah, here's the Searing Blaze for 1. So he'll deal 1 damage to us. Which is not bad. It's our life total is divisible by 3 now. Not a good attack for the Swift Spear, though, because we've got the hexproof creatures. Alright. Opponent doesn't know, or I guess our opponent doesn't care. Yeah, I think this is good for us still.
Wipe them off the board.
We attack back for 9. Because there's the option of just, no, I don't want to risk taking the damage. Seems silly.
Come on, let's draw another Lord. Anything's good. Well.
Well, it creates a token. Like, every creature now creates a lot of creatures. So, even if they're... even if they Searing Blaze this, they're still dead. They have to, like, bolt Searing Blaze.
No, he's dead.
No. Deep Root Waters! And Cosi Trickster just being a creature. Hooray. That was pretty impressive by Deep Root Waters. And it's a sort of an attrition-based deck, so I can match up, so I could bring... We could bring another one in. Bring in Deprive. I don't think I want anything else.
Dampening Sphere. Those bolts will cost extra.
No, they won't. They just play 1 a turn. Will cost exactly as they cast it. I don't like Force of Negation, but I guess I'll bring it in. We're on the draw, so we can take out all the Spreading Seizes.
1 a turn is better than 3 at once.
Deputy might be okay. We'll just leave it as it is.
The Deputy of Detention Sphere.
Basically. He made the Detention Sphere.
He mulliganed. He snapped to 6.
We got our lifelinker! But we might not draw another land.
You should keep it, though.
You think?
Well, don't listen to me. I don't play this game. On your level.
I have two Force Negations. I feel gambly. Let's gamble.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
The points don't matter.
It's all about trying to make this happen.
Your rating, who cares?
My rating, my reputation.
Let it fall through the floor.
None of it matters. Alright, Goblin Guide, you can help us. Help us.
Squeeze some lands.
Oh yeah. Booyah. But now it looks like I'm going to discard the hand size. Or not. Okay, so we can... taking damage no matter what.
Just fetch out an Inland.
I will get an Inland. We have the Inland. The Island. We have an Island. This is what it is.
Island.
Oh god, this is trouble. But we do have the Sejiri... We have Sejiri Merfolk, which might stop them dead in their tracks. Let's see what happens with Sejiri Merfolk. We have a billion Force and Negation. Cosi's Trickster. That's not bad either, because that's a 1-drop that we can put into play with the Ether Vial. Oh man, we're like total solo. Come on, more Sejiri Merfolks. We need them. 10.
9, 8, 7.
So we're gonna put the Cosi's Trickster in play right now, just in case our opponent wants to if they like play fetch a land, fetch. Oh no, we actually could still play Cosi's Trickster in response to that. Oh no, but if we activate, well, they don't know. I guess they know we have Cosi's Trickster. They saw in the first game, but if we activated Ether Vial, they could fetch in response, shuffle their deck, and then Cosi's Trickster comes into play. Very small advantage. Very small. What are you gonna do? I'm hoping this is gonna pay off for us. Force of Negation. That's good, because I have a lot of Force of Negations already in my hand.
It's gonna hurt.
Let's keep our head above water. We got first strike.
You Say no.
I will. I need to keep our head above water, as I said.
You got another one on the way.
I do. And I can put 2 lords in play. Okay, so we eat that. Gain life. This is great. This is just great. This is exactly what the deck was supposed to do.
We're seeing it here.
Yeah, screw our opponent. We'll just attack. You get in a lot of damage with this. They just resign! They just snap resign. That's like, I'm done. That's the power of Sejiri Merfolk. Oh man, that turns this game right around. They just walked right into that. Love it.
It's amazing.
Costa, you gotta take no pain, no gain. You gotta pay some life to get some life. Alright, so that was round 1. It was a quick one. One with Sejiri Merfolk. So we lost the die roll. We've got a 1-lander with a Cosi Trickster, but we've got the Sejiri Merfolk. But I don't think it's worth keeping because we don't have the planes.
This person is in Halloween spirit.
Old bag of bones.
Ooh.
Sounds better, I guess. We'll take away a Mutavault.
Momo.
Flagstones of Tarkir. This does not look like the Cozi's Trickster matchup. Or maybe. Yeah, maybe we're going to see Stoneforge Mystic. Next turn. Make our Trickster bigger! Urborg, what the heck? Oh. Well, it's still Stoneforge Mystic, but this is not what I expected. So I think this is a Pox deck? This looks like a Pox deck. Batterskull.
Getting value.
Yeah, value. Hashtag value.
Hashtag value village. Just start spreading seas and crap. Take them off that white.
Take off double black or take off white? If you're off white... then maybe you can't play the Batterskull. Sort of want to take him off Urborg mana though.
You can do the next turn.
So next turn I can play Master the Pearl Trident. I actually should attack first. Now my opponent knows exactly what's happening. Anyway, this is the point of Cosi's Trickster right now. A lot of Stoneforge Mystics. I guess they're not going to block. But maybe they would choose to if they knew they had no white mana on their untap step.
Aww.
A lot of legendary lands here. I believe that because I've Spreading Seas the Flagstone of Tarkir, that it's not going to have an effect if they Ghost Quarter it. Is this Liliana the Veil? Okay.
How did you know?
I know everything. This is definitely Pox.
A pox on thee. Oh.
Well, I could hit the Ghost Quarter, preventing them from hitting our Mutavault. You can only get a basic land, so they could get a... If I, for example, Spreading Seas the Urborg, if they want to activate this Stoneforge Mystic, then they have to blow up one of their lands, get a Plains, which means they still don't have black mana. Yeah, and that also protects our Mutavault, so we'll do that.
Urborg Spreading Seas is weird interaction, haha.
Not anymore.
That's what he says.
Another one. Another one. And another one.
Another one.
And I'm going after that Ghost Quarter. You better believe it.
Should give him the smiling winky face.
You want to give me... Oh, yeah. They said, Urborg Spreading Seas is a weird interaction. Not if the Spreading Seas is on it. It does nothing.
The goggles do nothing.
Island. But the annoying thing about seizing these sort of lands is that they're legendary, so if they just play another Flagstones, they can just get rid of this one, play another Urborg, get rid of this one. Ooh, that's sexy. That's value. So they don't get the Flagstones of Tarkir trigger. As I understand it. I asked a judge about this a million years ago.
What might have changed since then?
So they're choked on mana, so this next Spreading Seas is going to be great.
Do it.
If I draw a land, I'll play Silvergill Adept. I do not. I play nothing.
It's a good thing Liliana can't target your enchantment.
Ugh! Nice rip.
Outstanding.
Oh. That's not a good use of this turn.
Can't take creatures, right?
Oh, they can take everything.
Oh.
Converted mana cost 3 or less.
thought
Don't you play with this card?
No.
In your blue-black Merfolk deck?
No, I have Thoughtseize.
Okay.
I have like one Thoughtseize. It was very expensive.
I imagine. Okay, so everything is... If they have spot removal, that could be a problem. If they don't have spot removal, we could be in okay shape here. Because I'm pretty sure we can race a Batter Skull. We're attacking for 10 a turn. Gideon. Okay.
So you know.
I mean, maybe they have Dismember. Might as well attack, yeah. Oh, drat. They're playing like they have Dismember. That sucks. Aether is usually good against Pox, but I don't need it now. Or Pox-like decks. Oh, no Dismember. Good. I'll keep this Aether Vial in my hand just in case they force me to discard something. Like if they play, I don't know, Black Source Liliana the Veil. I'm just really hoping for no spot removal. Play Lingering Souls. Do that. That's fine with me. Because we can Goldfish to a pretty easy win from here. So it begins. No, their mana trouble is over. You got rid of a Gideon.
Swing for 7.
This was a pretty bad draw. We needed to keep drawing. We need to keep drawing creatures. So let's say you have a removal spell. You hit a Master of the Pearl Trident. I only get in for 3 damage with the Mutavault, and you have a Batter Skull in play. Can I erase that? Like, if I want to play around a removal spell, can I erase that? Because you're definitely going to have a Batter Skull. I don't think I can. So I think we should take the greedy line and just attack. Yeah, put the other island. We have to play as if they don't have a removal spell. That's basically what it is. I very strongly believe my opponent does have a removal spell, but I can't win if I play like that. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. That's funny. Create a 1/1 flying spirit token.
He gains nothing and loses
That's
nothing.
not too bad. Alright, so I can just reactivate the Mutavault. And we'll just get rid of this. That could have been a lot worse.
Ha!
That was one removal spell I guess I could play around. Well, maybe we're still in this game. It still requires us, like, drawing card. Like a creature. One more Lord would be good. Attack for 4, then attack for... Sorry, attack for 8, then attack for 12. That would do it. I feel a little bit more comfortable right now because this is a pretty bad removal spell. If that's what they wanted to do. You gonna hard cast your Batter Skull? You're gonna pay 5 mana? Oh no, it's Liliana the Veil again. That sucks. Maybe we still have a chance, but it requires like ripping like Silvergill into Lord and a Lord. It's just like we need card advantage right now.
Here it come.
They're
not gonna block.
Well, they won't. They're just gonna play a Batter Skull. Finally, this Batter Skull comes into play. I think all things considered, our opponent played very well.
You're dead.
They'll attack for 7. Yeah, I don't. There's no way we're coming back from this. We will lose this game. For sure. I saw enough.
What if they printed a Lord that also drew a card? That would be too OP.
I don't know if it'd be too OP, but I'm open to it. Is Rest in Peace good? It's Lingering Souls. I don't know. Deep Root Waters looks good. Force Negation is like okay. What am I taking out though? If I bring any of these cards in, maybe Path to Exile. Path to Exile looks pretty bad.
Rest in Peace is good.
Path to Exile looks like it can only hit like Gideon. Well, what's Rest in Peace for?
Lingering Soul.
It's very narrow.
No
It can
flashback.
also hit the. Well, they're playing with the Pox card for sure. Okay, Deputive Detention I guess is good, even if it's just gonna hit the souls.
Can it hit a Batter Skull?
Yeah.
Suck up a Batter Skull.
Cosi Trickster looks very good in this matchup. Like, Deprive looks like a pretty good option. Better than Force of Negation, but...
No.
Sejiri Merfolk. Sejiri Merfolk's not too bad, because if they try to gang block with a bunch of tokens and it's a 3/2 creature, I eat 3 tokens easily. Yeah, this is a good hand. We'll keep this.
History stuck.
The Ether Vial hands against Pox decks are good because you usually don't have any way of like getting rid of the Ether Vial. And it's just a nice way to like be able to conserve cards in our hand and not play land spells. Because they've got like a lot of hand. They have a lot of ways of attacking our hand. Like through Liliana the Veil, for example. You want to fetch first? Well, they're not fetching first. Okay, pass. If you crack this... Oh, they didn't. They didn't crack it.
They know something's up.
They might. Well, I have no choice. I have to do this. You gonna crack now? Nope. Hilarious. I don't know, do I just run out my Sejiri Merfolk? Okay, let's attack. Let's attack. Let's learn. I guess what we could also do is... Well, maybe we should just play Silver Gill Adept. I'll just play Sejiri Merfolk at end of turn. Okay, we'll show him a Lord. I got a Lord. Yep, I do. I got more Lords. This hand actually looks quite... looks amazing.
Gotta take that thing up to 3, though.
Fatal Push, sure. That's bad value. I might tick up the Vial to 3. Looks
Triggers.
Like triggers all around. Why would I say no? It's stupid. No. I don't want my Cosi Strix to be too big this time.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand.
I mean, they might be playing with Bridge. Who knows? Okay, we'll get rid of this.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you didn't last long, but whatever. You're not the reason we're playing this deck. Sejiri Merfolk is the reason.
Oh. And we're gonna gain some life. Should put maximum Lords out for maximum life game.
Oh, you know what? I could have gotten at least one more point of life. I was going to play this anyway. That's a good point. I'm not used to playing with lifelink. I am not a lifelink player. Okay. Can't do anything about this. They might be looking to see if I have a counterspell to a sweeper that they're going to set up next turn. They're taking a Rajiri.
He doesn't figure out anything. Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah, the wrong one.
No, I need the Lords.
Now you should take that son of a bitch up.
Ugh, I don't really want to.
Go upstairs. It's pure value.
No, it's not. I guess we'll do it anyway. Whatever. I am a bit concerned about a damnation.
Strike for maximum damage.
Maybe if they had just damnation, they would just played it. Okay, we'll get rid of the Liliana. And just in case there's a Wrath of God or something, I'll keep the Rajiri in hand. So that we're not completely overextending. And if they do play Wrath of God, that's going to be like 2 cards versus 2 cards. Battery Skull? Yeah, that's fine. They lose. We can put the Rajiri in play, tap it down on our turn, attack for 1 billion.
Sorry.
I won't save you this time.
Can we add insult to injury? Another Rajiri.
And it's over.
He's done.
There's still another game to go, though.
Unfortunately.
I guess this is all I want to do. I don't want to change anything. Salute. That's a salute right there. That's a salute.
He's been there since last week.
Salute.
Hasn't left. They mulliganed.
I'll keep this. This is like the sort of hand I don't like to keep. But this is a hyper attrition based deck, and I really don't want a mulligan very much. If I've got, like, I don't know, 3 cards in my hand, I can assume, like, I don't know, some of these cards can get discarded through something. Oh, we got a Spreading Seas for that Shambling Vent.
He went to 5, he went all the way.
No Stoneforge Mystic. I prefer to be playing out my Spreading Seas before I play my creatures in these attrition-based decks, because, like, if they've got a removal spell, or if they got removal spells, then they're going to eat up my creatures anyway. So maybe the Spreading Seas can at least slow them down from playing removal spells.
Seems to be doing something.
It's doing something, that's right.
Can we get another one? Oh!
Like, I have to play something in order to bait it out. Yeah.
It could also be good food for Force Negation.
I think if they play Fatal Push or Path to Exile, I'm just going to let it resolve. And then on our turn, we Spreading Seas the last land, because they don't seem to have anything else.
He's paying.
I hope it's Path to Exile. No, it's Fatal Push. Keeping all these other cards in my hand seems to be more valuable. Ugh.
Don't worry, it's going to be nothing but creatures.
We're going to fetch to thin the deck. Or maybe that's not worth it. We've got Mutavault in our deck.
What now, sucker? Boom!
Okay.
It's going to be nothing but creatures from here on out.
Well, what do you explain about the Ether Ball?
It's going to be nothing but creatures.
Okay, they don't know what's in our hand. That was nice. The Spreading Sea sometimes just wins because it just pisses our opponents off.
My favorite card.
Yeah, it's also their least favorite card. Sometimes you don't need anything. You just need to show a sign of strength. These Spreading Seas. All right, they knew that we had 2 more in our hand.
The ultimate flex card.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, yeah, that was game 2. Let's move on to game 3.
Straight out of 2001, we got Ponzor.
I'll keep this. It's one lander with Vile, but on the draw, it's better than usual. Foils, Scalding Tarn, flexing their foils.
You wouldn't want to actually do that.
No one plays with foils online. Greater Gargadon. Uh-oh.
10 time counters.
Oh, we got the Sejiri Merfolk. We don't have a planes yet, though. So our hand looks pretty defenseless at the moment.
What does Greater Gargadon do when 10 time counters are up?
There's an 8/9 creature on the way. Or sorry, 9/7.
Yeah.
So this is the... Well, we're in trouble here. This is the...
Stompy deck.
No. Plays 0 mana spells deck.
Chalice
Electro Dominance. Okay, come on. Land for a chance. They don't have any lands. Okay, we got a land. Do I Spreading Seas this?
You could. Red mana is probably really important to him.
Or do I just race? I don't think red mana is important to them.
You can put another one of those things in the fucking thing. Unless it's legendary.
Electro Dominance actually takes 2 reds, so doing what? We will Spreading Seas this. They put 2 cards on top of their deck? Fine.
You're not gonna... Oh, I guess at the end of his turn you'll put them in.
Yeah. And they will not.
You're gonna pay? Of course you're gonna pay.
I'm gonna pay. They like to
you'll
pay.
pay.
A braid. Not that big of a deal. They might have one more land on top of their deck.
Sphinxes. Thank you.
Yeah, let's keep them off Electro Dominance, I guess.
Oh.
Springseas is not that good in this matchup.
He needs red.
But if they can't play Electro Dominance... But right now, they could play As Foretold. Oh, they're like, screw this! We're just casting. We're now suspending everything. Alright, it's a race. Electro Dominance offline.
Could that thing hit the big boy?
Yep.
Okay, so it's done. I think this is very finished. It's over.
We're going to have a pretty good clock in the next few turns. If I draw one more land, we'll have lethal, I think, next turn. We'll have, yeah. So if I draw a... Well, it needs to be a blue land.
Oh, passing through. Got nothing.
Yeah. Well, they have something. They just don't have the mana for it.
We're about to see some serious power here.
We are. Hopefully they don't rip As Foretold.
Or just rip ass, period.
Actually, if they rip As Foretold... I'm not sure. Depends, because if they play Balance, that would help a lot. Uh-oh. Seems weird guide. And 2. As Foretold. Okay, As Foretold. Here we go. Everything for 0 mana can get cast now. Here comes the Gargadon. Or... What's going on here? Oh yeah, Balance here. Gotcha. Done. Okay, so they got the... I wasn't fast enough! I have to choose 4 cards from my hand. Choose 4 cards in your hand. Oh, to keep.
What's Pash? Pash to Exile.
Oops, no, I don't want to keep this. I want everything except the Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas looks pretty useless. They just ripped that Simian Spear Guide off the top of their deck. I'm sure of it.
Plains.
Damn, so close. Did I miss an attack somewhere? Well, this is just... Well, this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Odds of winning are, like, very poor. They don't even need to play lands anymore, and I won't have Island Walk. This is why I'm like playing Chalice of the Void on a lot of my sideboards. Like, this deck is just seeing a lot of play. Just by basically, I don't think it's competitive. I don't think it's making any serious... I don't know if it's making any serious 5-0s. Like, it's fine to play for fun, but it's very annoying to play test against.
Plains.
It doesn't matter, I'm dead.
Oh, you could pass the Exile, this piece of shit.
What happened to this?
He sacrificed it and it did...
Oh, to get these. Okay. That seems like a silly move to me, but sure. I guess they have things to do. But it gives me more time. Or, sorry, it gives me a chance. It gives me a theoretical chance. Like, if their hand is just all lands, then we can rip a... Is it going to be, like, exactly a Plains? It actually has to be a Plains. It has to be the case Plains. The one Plains in our deck, because I can't play a Hollow Fountain. Or Fetch Land, because I don't have the life to pay.
Are we going to see something amazing? I guess not.
No, that basically does it.
But can we do it anyway just to flex? No. Couldn't do it. Dang. That sucked arse. Good job, you gimmick BS1.
Well, we want all the interaction possible. Deputy of Detention looks good. Each spell a player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. Does this interact with this deck? Like, if it does, it's probably not very good interaction. Path seems like... Well, okay, we can easily take out Spreading Seas. It's not supposed to be good in this matchup. Just ended up being good because our opponent probably had Electro Dominance in hand. I don't really want Deep-Root Waters here either. But I don't think Deep-Root Waters gets hit by balance. It doesn't. Or at least I don't think so. I guess
we'll judge. Raise your hand.
Judge! Where are you? Oh, wait a minute. There are no judges here. And I don't want to take your advice.
I'm a level 10 judge.
This hand's fine because it's got a counterspell. Let's just hope we don't get screwed on turn 2. I mean, maybe I'll play patiently. We have a lot of mana, so I could wait till turn 4 to start casting things. Nothing wrong with being patient. Patient, 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 patient. Patient, 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 patient. But yeah, Chalice on 0. I think just concede right there.
So where's Chalice?
Not in this. It's not in this deck.
You couldn't foresee these janky things coming in anyway.
Well, I sort of can. That's why I have Chalice in my other decks. But like, I just don't think that this sort of deck is going to show up. You know, I'm going to play Silvergill Adept anyway. If they play Electro Dominance, say Crashing Foothills, that's fine. I can play the Deputive Detention on their Foothills. Greater Gargadon, sure. Again, this BS.
You should play this card. It's free.
Ugh, it's debatable. It's not free. Costs 1 red. Like I said, Deep-Root Waters is just not for this matchup. Attack for 2. And I'm going to be really cautious right now because they're going to wait for the moment to play. They're just going to empty their... They're going to sacrifice everything, play balance. Hope to get away with it.
You have Deprive. It's alright.
So I'm hoping they do something like that. Unfortunately, when I play Hollow Fountain and I shock myself, it's going to telegraph that I have a counterspell. But maybe it sort of looks like I have a counterspell anyway. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Australia! There are over like 100 huge sculptures all across Australia. It's like a big thing over there.
They like sculptures?
Yeah, these things are massive.
Good for them.
You're not gonna pay life, huh? Scum? Your deck is scum.
This is a scum deck.
You know the stuff that builds up underneath your big toenail? That's what this thing. Just scrape all that goo out of there.
Whatever. If it makes people happy, then good.
No. Hogak made people happy. Was it good?
Oh, hell no. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, so Deep-Root Waters, you've got a job. Actually, not necessarily. I can just play Hollowed Fountain untapped and...
You could take... Yeah, I think you could take the life.
I could actually play Deep-Root Waters and then pitch the Deputy Detention. Okay, I'm just going to do it like this. Because our opponent might try to do something at the end of our turn. And then Force of Negation will have no effect. So, shocking and passing. Sign of Strength. Okay, that can resolve. What would you like to do with it? Balance. Is this just literally on the stack right now?
The stack. Yep. Yep. If he's got a counter, you got to deprive up.
I do.
Nope. Wasn't good enough.
I'm sure this deck can afford to play Spell Pierce.
It's like $1 card, yeah. You got another one? He hasn't conceded, so he still thinks there's something. Oh, this is so deprivable.
No. I'm not going to deprive the Simian Spirit Guide.
Ooh.
Okay, so now I'll try to probably just path to exile this stupid Simian Spirit Guide at end of turn. So we'll attack, put them down to 5. We have 5 power in play.
This is a power play, people.
This is a power play, yeah. Oh, actually, I should probably save the Path to Exile for the Greater Gargadon, which they will. They're at a point where they can like just sacrifice all their permanents. I don't have Island Walk anymore, and they just have the blocker.
A big wall of shit.
It's gonna be complicated on my turn. Or are you gonna go for it now? Should wait until my turn.
Sure. He has to do something.
No, they don't. You don't have to do anything.
Hey, the Titanic is sinking. Gotta plug those holes. Ah.
I think this just helps me. I think they had a good line of like
3.
sack their eye, because they can sacrifice anything, right? Sacrifice a permanent. Yeah, sacrifice land. So they can sacrifice island, steam vents. Then they can block Silver Adept with the Simian Spirit Guide. Now they're screwed. Now we'll just attack with everything. They will put a Greater Gargadon in play. I'll Path Exile it and then call it a day.
Path to Exile.
Yeah.
Enormous utility. Blue should have its own Path to Exile.
It's called Vapor Snake. How do you feel about that?
It's not the same thing. Because it doesn't exist. It doesn't put it in exile.
Well, that's not really a blue thing. Okay, go back to exile. You came from... Go back to where you came from, you Greater Gargadon. You go back to where you came from. You were from exile, you go back to exile. Maybe that could be the blue path to exile. Back to exile. Whoops, what did I accidentally put in? I have 61 cards. Oh, Spreading Seas. Yeah, these all look like trash. Just run it back. Hopefully we don't get turn 2'd! Don't turn 2 us, man. Hey, do you know what's cool? I didn't notice the Deputy of Detention can eat their, as foretold. Like, it's probably too late, but still it's an option. If we can... survive the early turns. Ugh. They're keeping all 7 cards.
There's no shame in mulliganing.
There isn't. What can we do? We can get a Deprive, we can get a Force Negation. We were pretty lucky to draw a lot of counterspells that game. Balance? I don't think Balance can touch Ether Vial, though.
Fair and balanced, as all things should be.
That's not a good clock. Yeah, let's mulligan. This is not very good either. This is like at that point, like I don't, but like the hand can't beat like any reasonable hand that they have at 7 cards. I think we can mulligan one more time. If this is garbage, then this is good. Okay, this is good. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna get rid of the.
It's a bit too pricey. He's priced himself out of the
Guess the
market.
Sejiri and the Sejkiri Coast. Okay, this is useful. I mean, force and negation can get undermined by them playing Electro Dominance on our turn, but
Can you force the Gargadon?
no, it's a creature.
Lame. I just figured the way that he's playing it.
Nope. No, 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 no.
Deprive. So it's a 1-drop.
Do they shuffle their deck at all?
Doesn't matter, it's a 1-drop.
I'm actually not going to play it. I'm going to use it to pitch to force a negation. It's a 1-drop, but it doesn't attack for a whole lot, so I'd rather have the Sejiri Merfolk in play as my attacker, even though it's a pretty crummy attacker.
Gains you life.
It's interesting, they might be lacking red mana.
No, wait, it won't gain you life.
Not yet.
The Sejkiri Coast is not
One day.
full plains.
Ugh, that's just awful. It's not a blue card for force negation. What's going on here? It's not a blue card for force negation. It's like, it's literally just in case a Gargadon gets in play. Play this card. I would have preferred a land, actually, for force of negation, so I can hard cast a force negation.
You gonna pay for it? Always paying for it.
We can't let this resolve. Really terrible things were very likely to happen if it resolves. Brutally terrible things. Terrible things you don't want to see.
Not bad.
Actually, I'm going to hold on to that to play force negation on it. So that we really need that to be a blue card. It's so important to stop this combo crap. So important. Alright, the race is on. Blue card. Blue. Oh god.
Race is on.
Yeah, I have to race. Ugh. Okay, how many turns can I let this go? I attack for 2. Okay, I can attack for 3. No, I'm just going to play Lord. Just hope for the best. Maybe I can wait one more turn, but it's not worth it. There's other dangers I have to worry about, like Anger of the Gods. But whatever. No! Damn, Path to Exile. Screwed me over. There's a bit of a risk to playing this, but like they didn't combo off last turn, so maybe they won't do it now. And if I play Ether Vow in my future, it'll be easier to hold up mana for Force Negation in the future. Does it ask for a Told again? Oh, it looks like it. Or Simian Spirit Guide. Get that Simian Spirit Guide in play. Ooh, Finale of Promise. That's gonna resolve. That is a 2-for-1. They put a card on the bottom, so they have a random card with Opt. They have a random card with Serum Visions. They put 2 cards on the bottom, so they're digging for something.
A hope. A prayer. Blue card!
Crappy blue card.
Two for one yourself.
Can I get like 1 attack in with this Mutavault? What's it worth?
Might as well. Put him to 10. Put him to 10 with the blue mana. If he plays a creature, path it. Otherwise you can...
Okay, I will I'll attack once. If something catastrophic happens, I do have the force, and I still can use force negation. It'd just be a really crappy use of my resources. And I still have an ancestral vision to worry about. Oh, that really sucks. It's gonna really cramp my resources now.
Cramp your style too. Oh yeah. You can say no. He probably really needs that. You can say
but they've run out of cards. Okay, I'm gonna let it resolve. You're gonna play like Greater Gargadon? I mean...
Actually, yeah, you do have the...
You don't have Ancestral... They probably don't have Ancestral Vision in hand.
If he sacrifices all of his permanents to get that thing on the board.
Two cards in hand, okay. So I will just lose a path to exile. They lost more things than me. Oh, choose two cards to keep. Oof. I hate how this card works. Land. So I can keep attacking with Mutavault. That is awful. Okay, I'm just not going to attack. We'll force a negation this Ancestral Vision. Or I guess I can deprive it. Is it on the stack yet? What's going on? Whose turn is it? It's on me. Or is it the suspend thing is on the stack? Okay.
It's just a you may now target. You may now counter it if you want.
It's actually not hopeless here right now. We're not in that bad of a spot. They put a card on the bottom. I got some garbage card. Sure. Have all of them you want. They don't mean very much right now. Okay, that is meaningful. I'll get rid of this. I don't like losing my Silver Gillidat, but I'm gonna do what we gotta do. Alright, they got one card left in hand. That's pretty good draw. So they have perfect information. It's close. It's gonna come down to top decks. That's what's really gonna it's gonna come down to.
Top deckers are killing the jewelry industry. Oh, you didn't get it, did you?
Might be same as oh no, another As Foretold. Jeez. Soon they're gonna be able to play As Foretold off of their As Foretold.
Madness. Counterspell, please. Any will do.
No, deprive would be the best. Alright, 2-turn clock. Are we pull it through? Can't balance these things very well either because they've got 3 cards. They say they have 3 lands in play. Although it will slow me down because I can't get the Seachrome Coast to attack with both of them next turn.
Can the Gargadon be put into play?
Well, that's a good question. They don't have enough permanents to sacrifice yet. Oh no, they've got balance. Oh, that sucks. And they have no cards in hand, so I have to sacrifice. That sucks. I don't know what they drew. They probably drew the Gargadon. Nice top deck. Alright. Still not over. There's 7 turns for this Gargadon. But the problem is our opponent can cast anything. So I will need to rip lands. Land. Where the fuck were you like so long time ago? No, this looks pretty bad.
It'll be okay.
Like, they can chain, like, Opt into Serum Visions into whatever. Well, that's great. That is just great. Attack for 8. We're drawing dead. It's over. We're going to go down to 12. Then we're gonna, it's impossible.
Maybe not. You could get a white source from this thing. Get a Path to Exile.
Maybe. The one Path Exile left in our deck. I still have to face this Gargadon, though.
You'll chew that food when you have to.
And this thing's at 4.
Well, he's got a pain land.
No, this is hopeless.
Dang.
If it was...
You could jump. Just...
Let's just jump for the sake of jumping. So there's nothing we can draw. That's too bad. It was close. And, like, I think we played really well, too. We just countered, like, everything that was important. I thought I played a really good game. And then they were a lucky top decker ripping that off the top of their deck. Or, I don't know, they either ripped this... No, I don't think they ripped it. I think they ripped this. They probably had the restore balance. And the game would have went on for a little bit longer, I guess, after they balance. Why the hell did you attack with 1?
She's afraid of something.
I guess so.
Well, you cast it.
None of this helps.
Jump block. Oh no,
Can't jump block. They have trample. Not sure what my opponent was afraid of, but they're afraid of something. See, I wanted all these things earlier, so I could be more aggressive. Whatever. That's okay. Good game. Interesting game. Well, the only thing that's really sucks about this match is we don't really get to see the power of Sejiri Merfolk. That's the point of playing this deck. It's not a Sejiri Merfolk matchup. But other than that, this is why you got Chalice of the Void, so you can beat this nonsense online. Is this showing up at, like, SCG Opens, like, seriously? Because I'm seeing this on the internet very, very often. It's just another reason why I want to get back to the competitive leagues. I want them to segregate the leagues. But it's probably not going to happen. That's okay.
Damage has been done.
They're having fun. We're having fun, too. What would Troll choose? If anything, actually, like, I would never play this deck in a competitive league. We'd be up in this. We'd be in this matchup anyway. So anyway, that was round 3. Let's go on to round 4. We won the die roll. This is an awkward hand though, because we've got the Cosi's Trickster. We have no white mana for these Path to Exiles. I'll keep it anyway.
Titanium white mana.
That's right. You can still go like Mutavault, Ether Vial, attack with Mutavault, Vial and Trickster.
Or as
any land that we draw or any creature will be good.
As his mentor would say, Titanium white mana.
What are we quoting?
Bob Ross.
Oh.
Who was taught by Alexander Bell? Yeah.
Who's that?
The original Bob Ross.
Oh yeah?
He was the real first guy on TV to have a TV painting show.
Wasn't as good as Bob Ross. Oh god, what is this? Well, our hand might have just turned to garbage really quickly.
Gonna see these paths. You're gonna be like, what?
I don't even know what we're up against, because they fetched out a basic swamp, so it's not like it's Grixis Shadow. Oh, it could be like Jund. No, it can't be Jund. Freaking polluted Delta here. Oh, Sejiri Merfolk. Alright. Get in there.
Get in there!
Get in there, Sejiri. We're gonna find that plains for you. Maybe this is like a Mardu deck. Ooh, this is a black deck playing with. Oh.
Throw it all out the window.
It's just. Oh, it's just blue-black fairy control. All right, let's get in a good 5 damage. Take it from there. Also, the Bitter Blossom might kill them. Let's get in for a good 8 damage. That was a good top deck.
Poof.
Makes their Mutavault bigger. Got to keep that in mind. Makes their Mutavault bigger. Alright, the Bitter Blossom thing is ticking. Come on, white mana. That'd be perfect. So I can Path to Exile the Mutavault. Whoop. Oh, that was crappy. Activate, kill this.
So then just don't swing with him. That's all.
Okay, we'll swing with a Mutavault. Seems like the safest attack I can make at the moment.
Of course.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind that. Because our opponent's not ahead. Our opponent's pretty far behind.
The Bitter Blossom token.
They didn't even use mana that turn.
The Bitter Blossom token should have Death Touch.
And if they didn't do anything with their mana last turn, they're not doing anything with their mana this turn either. Right, that is good. I guess I attack with everything?
We'll see what happens. Feel the game out.
If Mutavault decides to block this Lord of Atlantis, it's still going to die afterwards, because it'll deal whatever damage Lord of Atlantis leaves the battlefield.
Alright, let's go for it.
That is very awkward. They tap this for mana. They're going to have to lose their mana, unless they have Vapor Snag.
This whole deck is just vapor.
So we'll deal like 7 damage here. Then they have 2 turns to live with the Bitter Blossom.
Thinking better of it, are you?
I guess this thing eats whatever it... well, it won't eat that. So what's going to happen is... Lord of Atlantis will deal 3 damage to Mutavault. Mutavault will kill Lord of Atlantis. Lord of Atlantis will leave. And Mutavault will shrink to a 3/3 with 3 damage on it and kill it. So they take 7.
Or you could resign.
Yeah, they resign. Bitter Blossom has killed yet another person in Modern. Deprive looks good. This looks like a really good spot for Deep Root Waters. Force Negation is good. Maybe Deputy of Detention? Because what do I not want? Probably don't want Path to Exile. Sprinting Seas is okay. But only okay. So you can hit Mutavault, you can hit Creeping Tar Pit. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I could take out 1 land. It's an option. Like, taking out a land is an option because this is an attrition-based deck. It's keeping threat density high is something. What did I say?
Creeping Chill Pit. Best of both worlds.
So I can safely play Spreading Seas on the Creeping Tar Pit. Okay.
Bottom. Come on.
I don't care. They've got a million cards in hand. And they're going to draw basically anything that was on top of their deck in the next 2 spots anyway. They put 1 card on top, 1 card on bottom though. For the viewers out there. for the viewers. I guess I just play a Lord here. I mean, maybe this will walk into Collective Brutality. I don't know if that's the
2 lords
that big of a deal.
2 lords and a thing walk into a Collective Brutality.
So I'll play Cosi's Trickster, just to guarantee that they can't take it.
No punchline. Two lords and an Emrakul walk into a bar.
I would have played Spreading Seas on turn 2, but they played a second Creeping Tar Pit, so it doesn't matter. It's in that they took the Rajiri. I feel like that's a pretty good card. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna, just in case they have Damnation, we'll just play patiently. Also, maybe we'll want to actually hard cast this Lord of Atlantis with the Deep-Root Waters on the board. They don't do anything. Hopefully this doesn't eat a mana leak. Or I'm gonna mana leak my pants. I'm gonna have a mana leak in my pants. But things like Spellstutter Sprite can only counter things equal to the number of convert mana cost of the fairies in play. And they would only have one fairy in play, so it'd be useless. I think they know exactly what's in my hand. It's Lord of Atlantis and Spreading Seas. Did they stumble on lands?
Oh, they stumbled on the whole game.
No, I don't know if they did.
You should play with Creeping Tar Pit.
I tried once. It's just too clunky for Merfolk. It's just too clunky. That's too much. They're in a bad spot with Collective Brutality now if that's what's in their hand, because we can just violin Lord of Atlantis and protect.
Oh.
Petty theft. How petty. Okay.
You know, it's not even right, because you're not stealing it.
So now there's actually a pretty good reason to get this Spreading Seas in play. So that we can at least dodge this stupid Brazen Borrower. That's... I don't know, I don't care. I mean, I guess I care, but I could care about other things.
Oko would turn that thing into elk.
Yep. Oko would.
All the more reason to play it.
So this is a turn I'm probably going to play Spreading Seas.
Good.
Okay.
Island Walk. 3, 2, 1.
If they do anything with their mana, then I get to still attack with the creatures. Sure. Problem's still here.
Regeneration.
Looks like they don't have any spot removal right now.
Tide spot removal. OxyClean spot removal.
So I need to play a Spreading Seas because they don't have an island in play, and then they could just play Brazen Borrower and block our Lord of Atlantis. So that was why the Spreading Seas was necessary that turn and not replaying the Deep-Root Waters.
No BS.
Well, it looks like some BS. Engineered Explosives on 2. Okay. I mean, we can actually recover relatively well from this because of the Deep-Root Waters. It'll take a few turns to turn this on, but...
Island Walk gone.
We just need, like, a creature.
They stack. Oh,
They
yes,
do stack. They do stack. And then they will be a problem. And it's when you cast a Merfolk. Ah, oh poo.
Oh well.
So they can counter Merfolk, it doesn't matter. Deep Root Water still resolves. Won't block Brazen Borrower, but whatever. As you know from the last Troll Tuesday, I'm not a fan of the blue-black fairies deck. I don't think that's how it's done. I think you gotta let go of Bitter Blossom. Bitter Blossom is not the...
It's a bitter pill to swallow, but you gotta do it.
Bitter Blossom is not the all... I should actually probably play this.
I pitch it to Benny.
I don't have Benthic Biomancer in the deck. But if I play this and I draw Silver Gill Adept, I'm going to want to hard cast the Silver Gill Adept, get a token off of Deeproot Waters, and then if I draw Mutavault, then I can play it on the same turn, because it will be my only land draw for the turn. But then, now if I draw Silver Gill Adept, and I hard cast it, then, well, I'm going to take 2 life, and I don't get any of the other benefits. If I draw Mutavault. Looks like our opponent is stabilizing. Thanks to 2 engineered explosives. Inquisition me? That'd be useful. No, they're gonna just go for value. Yeah, it looks like we're slipping out. This game's slipping out of control. We might put still a lot more pressure on them if at least one of our last 2 draw steps was a creature. But it was like Seachrome Coast into Hollow Fountain.
Let's do Silver Gill into Lord.
Because this is the moment we need like actual creatures to cast.
Is the moment.
Is this a spirit? No, it's a vampire. What's in your deck?
Vampire. Alright.
As foretold.
No, I would just use the Ether Well.
Yeah, but then I don't get the...
That's fine, but you hope that the card draw will give you something. Okay, well, it worked out anyway. More or less.
If I top deck a Lord, do I win? If they don't have any removal. What did they do with the Serum Visions? Oh, they put a card on the top and a card on the bottom. So it's a reasonable chance they've got something good. Okay. Thought sees me. Please. Damn. They chose the Inquisition.
They still whiff.
Actually, they don't even have an island in hand, so I can't just go Lord and win. They have a lot of non-islands in their deck. Maybe I need that spreading. Maybe I need to keep more spreading seas in the deck. We need spreading seas into Lord.
Fortune Clock with this thing.
Well, it's not so simple. They could kill me out of nowhere with the Creeping Tar Pits.
Play it off the Ether Well.
You cost how much mana? 3? 1, 2, 3.
Lord!
We'll thin our deck next turn, because we're going to die next turn anyway. They'll just attack with the Borrower and a Creeping Tar Pit, and then we're dead. Thinning the deck. Doesn't look like they've got any removal. I don't think. They don't seem to have Cryptic Command. They would have Cryptic Commanded us, tap our team, win. So what do you got? What's going on there? Here comes Creeping Tarpit. Yep. Okay, let's do a rare thinning of the deck. I almost never do this. Pick 2 life? No.
Absolutely not.
We want Spreading Seas. Is there anything else we want? I don't think so.
Spreading Seas. Well, it has a block just about everything.
Block, block, block. The problem is the lifelink. Well, we have no other chance of winning, so attack with everything. Maybe they'll block with 2 creatures. Just in case. Close but no donut. Okay, we die. Go on to game 3. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, do you know what? If we drew block, this is 6, 9. Oh, I was thinking if we drew Deputy of Detention, maybe we could have won, but no, it looks like they would be safe at 1 life. Maybe Path to Exile. Okay, well, looks like we need Spreading Seas. And badly.
Spreading Seas. Salute.
I think Sejiri Merfolk is fine. But let's take out 1 land, because it's an attrition-based matchup. Or maybe let's take out the plains. It's definitely not what we need. We'll take out the Deputy of Detention.
The Deputy. Whoa, put it back in. He's not done yet.
Maybe 1 Rest in Peace is okay, but I'm not sure. Mulligan.
Alright.
This sounds terrible. I'll keep it, I guess, but it's really bad. We'll put 1 Sea Chrome Coast on the bottom. So hopefully we'll turn them into a mono blue deck, and let's hope it matters.
You can pay?
It's already bad news.
He was afraid of that more than anything.
Oh yeah, why not? Seems like such a crappy use of this card. Yeah, I'll just pass. I guess for that reason I should have just played an island.
No.
If I'm not going to do something this turn. Guess pass. Just keep passing. I'm waiting to see, like, something good to Spreading Seas. You know, like Creeping Tarpit, like Mutavault.
Island Walk online.
Waiting for the goods. No.
Sorry.
Not taking the good stuff.
Stubborn Denial.
Now you have Mana Leak. That's weird. Well, whatever. They take something.
Silver Mutavault on board.
I do. They take the Silver Gill Adept. They pass. I'm gonna pass. I don't really want to play the Sejiri Merfolk without protection. Ooh, they're shocking. So you have Cryptic Command? I'm guessing. I wanted lands earlier. Now I don't want lands.
Make up your mind.
Cancel. Play the Flooded Strand. Cancel. I'm not going to attack with this Mutavault this turn. We're going to get lifelink in first strike. We've got the Flooded Strand. Actually, maybe the Flooded Strand is not that bad. Flooded Strand is good. It's going to be hard to block this. It's going to be good against Snapcaster Mage. I sort of want to surprise them, but at the same time I want to thin the deck.
He's thinning the deck.
Thinning the deck. I guess we can safely attack with this Mutavault this turn. And when they Field of Ruin the Mutavault, we can play Master of the Pearl Trident afterwards. Off of the mana. So ideally in the game like this, I'm waiting to play Deprive on a very specific important card. That might be, for example, like a Clock. Something like Brazen Borrower might be an example. Oh, they're playing patiently. This is actually pretty good play by them. So that if they hit this Mutavault with Field of Ruin now, I can't actually play any I can't play a 2-drop this turn. Good tempo play by them. So I just need to hold on to Deprive for like something important. Whatever that important. Snapcaster Mage, for example, that's a 2-for-1. Anything that's a 2-for-1. I wonder if they've got like Mutavault or Creeping Tarpon in their hand. Well, now they've got an island. They have tons of islands, actually. What the hell do I have this thing in my deck for?
For fun.
2 cards on the bottom. They will not.
Would you kindly fuck off?
Yes. And I'm down on cards. I think I'm down on cards.
We's over who?
Yes, this is definitely something we deprive. That looks like a huge pain to deal with.
Tap out big for your mana leak or whatever.
Or Cryptic Command. But unfortunately now we're down like on all our cards. We have nothing left. That's it. We're tapped out. They know we got an island in hand. Silvergill. I'll take it.
So will he when he takes it off the board.
Yeah. They have, I don't know, I think 2 live cards in hand. Having Rajuri against a Gifted Aetherborn is exactly where you want to be. I cannot hold on to this. I don't know what the best land is to get rid of. Maybe this. We're gonna have another Cryptic Command.
Lord. Alright.
Probably it might get mana leak though. Or Cryptic Commanded. Oh, nothing. That's convenient. Oh, it could get Snapcaster Maged. Whatever, I can't play around any of this stuff. Oh, no, nothing to blockers. I don't know what's in their hand now.
Just Bupkis.
Maybe some rubbish. Maybe Brazen Borrowers. What the hell crap is this? You counter my creature and draw a card. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a very... Oh, you want to play Damnation. Okay. Oh, now you play the Creeping Tar Pit. That's how it is. Now you play the Creeping Tar Pit after I've played my Spreading Seas. That's frustrating. Okay, back to... Well, now we're in trouble. They have two threats. We have none. That is the best top deck, though.
Full retail.
Guess we'll keep this in our hand just in case they want to play like Snapcaster Mage Inquisition. But we are losing. Yeah, that's bad. Oh my god, they're getting, well, maybe they sandbagged the Creeping Tar Pit the entire time, but there was a point where we were empty hand, like, we didn't have any Spreading Seasons and they didn't play any Creeping Tar Pit. They put a card on the bottom of our library.
Ugh.
Ugh is right. We were super lost. We were completely lost. We had to mulligan to a pretty poor hand. Actually, you're supposed to play the Seachrome Coast, because the Seachrome Coast always will come into play tapped here. So I'm just playing this out, but there's really no point. I'm about to completely lose. Sure, why not? So the main reason we're losing is because I had to mulligan to 6 and keep a very poor 6-card hand. I don't really want to play into the long game against what is basically blue-black control. Look what they're doing. Things like Creeping Tar Pit are very clunky. And I think with like Ether Vial, well, you know what? One card that we could really use that we don't have in the deck is Merfolk Trickster. But we want to have like a good tempo advantage, and we're very, very slow, so we let them get to their top end very easily. Also really annoying that they didn't play their Creeping Tar Pits early. Well, I mean, they're not using their Creeping Tar Pit right now, and it doesn't matter, because they've got, you know, Jason Mind Sculptor and a Liliana in play, but... I would have liked my Spreading Seasons to have connected with a Creeping Tar Pit. It looks like there's a good chance that they just sided out Bitter Blossom. Like, the only card that connects this as a fairy deck. Because they know! You might as well just keep the Bitter Blossom in the sideboard.
Or just don't put it anywhere at all.
Well, maybe there is some matchup for Bitter Blossom, but overall, like, it's way too slow for Modern. It's way too slow for Modern. Even with Modern slowing down as it is, Bitter Blossom just has no home at all. I mean, maybe, like, this is the best home. And, I mean, they're still siding it out.
Too good for your home. Good stuff.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It's done.
There was one... Well, no, I think I won Ether Vial in this matchup, but one alternative way I could play this matchup is side out more mana sources. Like, as if it's a Jund deck. That's possible. That's possible. Maybe I should have sided out... But do I have anything... Did I have anything... Let's view the sideboard. Do I have anything else to bring in? Maybe the Path to Exile. It doesn't feel good, though. Maybe. They don't have any big... I mean, I have to deal with this stupid creature. The Gifted Aetherborn. But other than that, they don't have any particularly big creature that I have to deal with. Maybe Deputy of Detention first. Well, actually, I didn't see the Planeswalkers in the first few games. Not that I even care about them. I don't know, so maybe there's some room to side out some lands for Path to Exiles, but that's about it. Well, whatever. We did our best. That was round 4. And unfortunately, not a matchup for... Well, not a matchup for Sejiri Merfolk. Probably a better matchup for the Deeproot Waters. Unfortunately, we had the Deeproot Waters, but we didn't have a route to Island Walk victory. But anyway, that was round 4. Let's get into round 5. We lost the die roll, but whatever. The hand's fine. I think the hand's fine. We don't have anything to do on turn 1.
Tell them Manchester sucks.
Oh, Manchester United fans? No.
Soccer.
No trash talking in the chat. Trash talking video. Trash talking in video, okay. Trash talking in chat, get you banned.
Boo, Manchester. Go Ipswich.
If there's one way to get double queuers to move faster, you say, I'm going to report you.
Is it a reportable offense? Does Wizards care?
They care if you are being unsportsmanlike, like you're being attacked for lethal and you're not resigning and you're just letting the clock run out. That's being disrespectful. That's, yeah, you can get reported for that. They should be very harsh on stuff like that.
Should ban you and fine you $100.
That's right.
Should fine you $1,000.
Oh, we got the Flooded Strand for our Sejiri Merfolk.
The only time we've seen the Sejiri was in the burn matchup in round 1, where it was perfect.
I actually think it would be pretty good in the other... Aw. Screw you. I'm not going to play you. Or am I?
No.
Do you know what? I will. I actually like this card a lot in this matchup. A lot more than other people. I'm a little concerned about Liliana the Veil tick up, because I don't want to lose this land or this Deeproot Waters. Of course, they're crew fix. Inquisition on top. Okay. Well, it's going to be too slow to get our Deeproot Waters.
You should play Orsa crew fix.
How? How?
With the Horizon Canopy.
You should play Prime Evil Titan.
Hey, you could take that thing up to 6.
Well, this is a good value card. You don't want this Traverse? This juicy Traverse? It's not appealing to you? Man, ugh, you're ruining our fun. That was super rude, dude. I think I'm gonna bluff some damage in this game. Yeah, I think I can bluff some damage. What I plan to do is play fetch land, crack it, maybe for planes, play the Master of the Pearl Trident, attack for 3, but then if I have another Lord in my hand, it's a big risk to our opponent. Oh, forget it, I'm just going to Path to Exile this son of a bitch. Screw everything I said. And you're going to lose your Traverse. Dickhole. I guess I'll get a... I don't know. I sort of want to preserve my life total. Just in case. You never know what's going to happen. So we're going to make them lose this Traverse. Assuming they want to search their library for a land. Which they chose to do. 2 Field of Ruins. Ruin my mana base. Now the sad thing is, it's gonna be very quick. They're gonna realize very quickly I cannot replace these cards. Oh no, I can. I have one more island. That's good. Sure. Ugh, you're gonna make me use up my Sejiri Merfolk.
You piece of Schmidt.
We'll get rid of the Sejiri. It's the least important creature. Unfortunately.
The MVP of the deck, really, but in this
it's more important to have lords.
In this particular situation.
Damn. Like, I feel like keeping it around just because this is what we're playing the deck for, but...
Gotta win, damn it.
Yeah, I also want to win. Ticks are on the line.
It costs money.
It does cost money.
Swing with everything.
I think they know about this. I could attack them. Forget it. It's just not. Screw around with Liliana. What else is in their hand? Okay, well, I guess they had to Field of Ruin the Mutavault to get one more creature off the board. I mean, I don't like that they have so many cards in their hand. Hopefully it's all hand disruption crap. Nikachu reveals their hand to Inquisition of Cosi, containing no cards. That's right, no cards. No cards down.
No cards down.
I don't know if they have a removal spell. This isn't too bad. But maybe they don't have a removal spell because they're letting us untap with a Rajiri.
0.5% APR financing on your mana.
I wish I drew... I think they don't have a removal spell. Oh, they have... Fatal Push. Well, if they have Fatal Push, then we're just going to have to 2 for 2. Because leaving a Tireless Tracker on the board is not good. Because I was like wondering, why are they keeping our Mare Rejiri on the board? That's stupid. Why did you do this? What if I drew a creature? Then I tap your Tireless Tracker down. That's just a ridiculously bad... Like, I can't explain it. There's no point. I guess they're just hoping for this blowout situation. But I want this exchange, too. It's not that bad. Ugh, the Mutavault is going to... Look, they don't even block. I guess... Okay, maybe... Okay, if they had no intention of blocking, then I guess that was an okay line. So this Mutavault's awkward, because it's going to get eaten by the Field of Ruin. So maybe I save it? Nah.
Save it for a rainy day.
It's going to reveal that we have no more
tricks up your sleeve.
No more lands in our deck. Anyway, this Tireless Tracker is going to bury us really quickly.
Get a clue, Tireless Tracker.
Path to Exile would be pretty good here. Ooh, the Sejiri Merfolk. So, eat this. Another removal spell. I think I just have to fade another removal spell. I don't know, the odds of them not having it aren't very good. But I'm going to take that. Do I have to take that chance?
Yes, you do. Swing with everything.
I could just attack with Mutavault. It's still a meaningful attack. No, but then they just feel to ruin it. Yeah, I have to hope that they have no removal spell here. Otherwise, like, this Tireless Tracker will bury us very, 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 very quickly. Nope. I got nothing. You got something? I failed to find. Oh, they can just block, make Tireless Tracker bigger. Oh, that sucks. I walked into that. Well, our spot is... We're in a pretty bad... They still don't block.
There's bigger plans.
We bluffed them. We bluffed a Lord. I guess they have bigger plans. What is going on here? Alright, now we need Spreading Seas. We just need Spreading Seas. No BSing around anymore.
You pay?
Probably not. Holy cow, what's in their hand? Oh, I guess they just want to crack the stuff? Oh, they're going to traverse for a creature? Some big papa? Oh, Death Shadow? This is like black-green Death Shadow or something? Eternal Witness. Get back... some sort of removal spell. Assassin's Trophy is just basically destroy target permanent at this point. Maelstrom Pulse. It's a pretty crappy removal spell, but removal spell nonetheless. So Spreading Seas into Lord wins. But we're definitely, like, we're pretty far behind. Right when we need something. Bam. But we, like... Our opponent gifted us a lot.
This thing's got lifelink.
Let's not be... Yeah, but, like, there's a blocker here. It attacks for 3. This one blocks for 4.
Yeah, but it's got first strike.
That doesn't matter. It won't kill it. When do you intend on turning the game around? Ooh, Goyf.
Relic.
This is a pretty good card in this matchup. I still require creatures. I mean, this is the problem. The clues are just gonna eat us. Got a clue? We need Spreading Seas. We need a way of... What is this? 14 damage? Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Spell Bomb. This is the name of a card you don't say on an airplane. Spell Bomb! I get the sense our opponent does not have removal, and they're just desperately playing stuff. Plague Engineer. Spreading Seas into Lord still wins. It has to be an Island Walk Lord though. We'll still attack for 4. Spreading Seas. Just give me a chance. Give us a sweat. It's not even a sweat. What do I gotta do to hang on here? It's not even a creature I can cast for Deep Root Waters. Good game. All you needed to do is draw 7 more cards than us. No, 9 more. You have your deck is 31 cards left. Or, well, minus fetch lands. Deep Root Waters looks good. Deprive, I always like in these matchups. Is Rest in Peace okay? Some, like at least 1 for Tarmogoyf. We have to take out some Ether Vials and a Path Exile. We'll take out 2 Force Negations. Maybe all the Force Negations. Bring in Deputy. Okay. This looks okay. What do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna win.
You think so?
I'm from the future, I've already seen it.
Would you like to play first? This is a rock matchup. No, I don't actually. So this is a matchup I do want to be on the draw. Hand looks okay. So I want to be on the draw in matchups where it's like brutally about card advantage. And I think this is one of those matchups, and they mulligan to 6, and that's the point. So they're gonna start on 6. We're gonna start with 8, and we're gonna be in really good shape because of that. They mulligan to 5, like. But the thing is, if we ever have to mulligan, we're gonna be in such bad shape. Like any time we have to mulligan, it's gonna be so bad. We have 2 Deep-Root Waters. Just realize that. Urborg. Well, that'll fix some of your mana.
What do you fear the most?
Playing against Merfolk at 5 cards. They might take a Deep-Root Waters if they have a Tarmogoyf. They do not have Tarmogoyf. That's good. Spreading Seas is not that good against Rock, but it does get better as
Damn, he almost passed through his turn.
It does get better as the opponent, what's it called, is really low on cards. Okay, we'll still hit the Overgrown Tomb. Another one of these. Oh, did I make the Tarmogoyf bigger?
Possibly.
I did. Oh well. I can add black mana.
Oof.
They might take the other seas.
Or the Lord. Just strip you of all your...
Yeah, that's not a bad plan. Just take the creatures. Oh, I guess we'll attack for 1. Play the Deep-Root Waters. And we do have a creature to play off of it next turn, and those hexproof creatures will continuously block the Tarmogoyf while adding pressure to the board.
What do you know about pressure? Oh, you got nothing? Huh. Huh.
Take them off black mana. Let's create some deep Merfolk from the deep. Now if they want to play Verdant Catacombs or the Field of Ruin, gonna make Cosi bigger.
Catacombs.
Starting. Always yes. Alright, Cosi Trickster gonna do something! Can I say always yes to this? like this can continue. Like they can't touch this. Can't touch this. Courser is rude. So they can shape the top of their deck now. Like they see a swamp here. I can kill this thing. Oh man, it's gonna make Trickster bigger. Cosi's Trickster showing something right at the end here. Dark Confidant. Who cares? Sejiri Merfolk.
Make tokens easy.
Oh, look at this Nurturing Peatland right on the top. So I'm wondering, do I play another Deeproot Waters or do I play Marrow Regery? I don't have Island Walk. And if I play Deeproot Waters, then we just start like spewing creatures on the board like crazy. Okay, I think I'm going to attack with the Cosi's Trickster. If they want to exchange with the Courser, I'm willing to do that. I don't think they're going to make the blocks, though. And if they block with Tarmogoyf and the Dark Confidant, I actually would not mind trading with the Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant's going to be worth a lot of card advantage. So we just have to dodge like a Maelstrom Pulse for a turn. So they're going to get the Nurturing Peatland for sure. I didn't actually see what else was on top of the deck. Do I have to like put a stop on there? Oh, Kalitas. Kalitas!
The Slackjawed Yokel.
Kalitas is not good. Kalitas is ridiculous.
You have your own lifelinker. With Trap.
This damage is pathetic.
You should just block with the token.
No, I want to create a token army.
Well, here's your chance. I mean,
well, I guess.
throw two out there. And that'll create 4 tokens.
I really need one more land so I can play Sejiri Merfolk, tap down Kalitas. The way they manipulate the top of their deck, like they're always going to draw a land with Dark Confidant. So they're going to reveal this, and then like they can sacrifice Nurturing Peatland at the right moment. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell for this Sejiri. And if they do, I can create a lot of blockers. I got blockers.
You got blockers for days.
Basically. They have no cards in hand? I think I can attack with this Cosi's Trickster again. I mean, if they block with any of these creatures plus Dark Confidant, that's not a bad thing. No, got in a nice clean 5 damage. I mean, they might gain it back with the Kalitas.
I can just put a block.
Thoughtseize. Not happy about that.
I'll take 2 damage.
Nothing of ours dies. Oh, they found a Maelstrom Pulse. There goes the Deeproot Waters. How rude. They might go for the Sejiri. What are they going to do here? Okay, they do go for the Sejiri. If we just rip out... We need a Lord of Atlantis or a Master of the Pearl Trident and we just win.
Thinking better of it.
Keep thinking. You gain 3.
You should just put a token in front of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of tokens.
I could trade with this Cletus right now, but I guess it's a good trade for them. Okay, we will block with... Oh, hold on, no! No! Oh, if a non-token creature dies. Okay, that's fine. There is a trigger off of Cletus if anything dies, but it's only if non-tokens. There we go. Who cares about the rest of this? Is this enough to win? 5, 7... 5, 8. Yeah, this is enough to win. That's what we were waiting for. We got some good attacks with that Cosi Trickster. They were necessary. And that was because we took the draw, by the way. And we're going to take the draw again, if we can. Probably, we're going to have no choice. We're going to take the draw. So is there more reason to have Rest in Peace? Because if I... it will shut off Cletus. But I don't want to flood out on Rest in Peace. That always sucks. I'm going to keep this. It's a one-lander, but it has 2 Spreading Seizes in it. We'll keep this. Cosi Trickster ended up being really good. Great top deck. Guess we'll just start with Cosi Trickster. We can force them to shuffle their deck with the Path to Exile. That's right. Salute agrees.
I'm sorry, Salute.
Are we being too loud, Salute?
You certainly are.
I'm a YouTuber. You gotta be loud. How much would you like this stream if I talked like this?
It would be different.
It would be different. That's right.
Salute. Poor baby just sleeps all day.
Okay, here's the new plan. I could Path to Exile this. I don't want to. I'm just going to. We're just gonna
destroy them slowly.
We're just gonna lord them out. That's my plan. Let Dark Confidant kill them. That's the plan.
Greatness at any cost.
It caught. Whoa, Plague Engineer. Well, we can Path to Exile that. I'm not gonna let that go. That was 3 damage though. Whew. That got a hoit. Ooh, oh, whatever. Hopefully they play Plague Engineer. Oh, they don't even play Plague Engineer. What's going on? What's going on here? Something's up. If you ask me. In my opinion. I'm a bit concerned about playing Lord of Atlantis.
So then just throw Spreading Seas out there. Toss a Spreading Seas to this thing so that he has to crack it.
Crack what? There's nothing to crack.
Isn't that a... Oh, no, it's not. That was a fetch land.
My guess is they're trying to block with Treetop Village and, I don't know, play Dismember or something. Because I would love to play Lord. I would love to play a Lord and hold up Path to Exile, but if they've got Maelstrom Pulse, we are really shit out of luck. So they've got some removal spells.
So just swing with what you got.
If I do that, they could activate Treetop Village and block the Lord of Atlantis. So I have to make things big enough to survive a block. I guess it's going to be like this. If you have Assassin's Trophy, well, whatever, you have Assassin's Trophy.
Did you land?
Can't do anything about that. Abrupt Decay.
Haven't seen that in a while.
I've not seen that either. In a while. Oh, here comes Fatal Push. Okay. Okay, Dark Confidant. Doesn't do a lot of damage to you. I expected more. You're gonna get a land? Oh, you're gonna get a forest. Okay, now I expect to Plague Engineer. Cosi's Trickster goes up. Wow. This deck is just great for Cosi's Trickster. Excellent. I'm assuming this is Plague Engineer. Oh, it's Kitchen Finks. That's annoying. Okay, so now I want a land so that I can seize and play Lord of Atlantis on the same turn. Because I really need to save this Path to Exile for the Plague Engineer. But if I don't draw a land, then I'll just Path to Exile the Kitchen Finks, I guess. Only one black mana source.
Take him off it.
It's always the subtle decision. Do I play the card that could draw me a land so I can play my creature, or do I just play the creature right now? Because it's just the better investment in the long run.
Play the... No, you should use Strix.
Because I could path the Kitchen Finks. Play Lord of Atlantis, attack for 5. And then I'm in a situation still next turn where if they play Plague Engineer, I can play Spreading Seas and then Lord of Atlantis and still attack for a lot. Doesn't seem too bad. Plague Engineer is not lethal. So Spreading Seas is like a greedy play. And if I don't draw the land, I'm like super far behind, like not even in the game. And this is not what I wanted to spend the Path to Exile on, but...
You have more than Vic.
That's one way of looking at it.
They're in there somewhere.
Look how big this Cosi Trickster is getting. Alright. Find your Liliana of the Veil, Dark Confidant. Find Kalitas, please. Oh, you found a Verdant Catacombs? You disappoint me, Dark Confidant. Disappoint? What, are you going to fetch again?
You know what's going to happen if you do that.
Kitchen Finks? Well, I guess you're trying to save yourself life. Well, now if you play Plague Engineer, I'm going to be super thrilled. Why are you I mean, I guess it's best that they're playing patiently. Like, I think our opponent's playing well. All things considered. 6/6! Since when did 1-drops do that? Let's hope they don't have Fatal Push. Okay, so this is definitely a spot I will play Spreading Seas. And if we draw an island, we win. So close.
Well,
Let's hope there's no Dismember.
It still hurt them a lot.
This is going to hurt them a lot. And they still will die to their Dark Confidant if they... Is Dark Confidant going to kill our opponent for the billionth time on this channel? For the billionth time! Dark Confidant has betrayed the crap out of our opponents. They can still ooze for quite a bit. Okay, they're just gonna ooze a bunch of times. They still Kalitas. Kalitas is in the deck. You want to play around Kalitas? No, they're not playing around Kalitas. Oh, Traverse.
Still hurt them.
It still hurt them. So they're still in a pickle because I still have a Lord in my hand. Well, I guess if they just have one removal for the Cosi Trickster, that's enough. They still got to deal with Dark Confidant next turn. No more creatures in the graveyard. What you gonna do? And like, I mean, I don't know what the plan is here. Plague Engineer seems useless. They're actually really close to killing me. Now that I look at it. Like, look at this. They've got, like, 4/4 Scavenging Ooze, a 3/3 Treetop Village that they can't activate right now. I mean, if they left a green up, they could attack for 10, 12 damage. Oh, it's not enough, I guess. Oh, we can still lose this, but, like, I think statistically we're going to win.
I think you're pulling these statistics out of your arse.
If our opponent has no removal in hand, they are in deep shit. Well, the fact that they're thinking so long is usually a pretty good sign. Like, they don't have lethal in sight. I mean, in theory, if they have Forest, they attack with everything we don't block, we go to 1, maybe they could kill us with Collective Brutality, but I think that line goes down the longer they start thinking about it. And, I mean, we're not going to block anything. Whatever they attack with, that's good. Sure. No blocks.
Dark Confidant in the red zone.
Someone's gonna die next turn.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be you or me? It's you.
3-2.
I guess that was the only way of winning, would be to hope that we block.
Trust.
Yeah, we broke even. Well, we did better than break even. We made a profit with like, we saw play out of everything, didn't we? We saw play out of the Deep-Root Waters. We got to see good play immediately out of the Sejiri Merfolk. And Cosi's Trickster actually proves to be very good against rock. Between the fetch lands, the Field of Ruin, the is that it? Maybe that's it. So maybe we were just lucky that they had those things. I mean, Field of Ruin will definitely happen. So, like, and that's a matchup that goes long, so Cosi's Trickster is still worth something later in that game. So maybe in some matchups where the games go long and there's still some fetch lands happening, Cosi's Trickster has value. Because this card really took over against them. I mean, this was a 1-drop that turned into up to a 5/5. We were attacking for 6. We're attacking for 6?
Damn it.
With just 1 Lord on the battlefield, so it was a 5/5 creature? Damn. Hot damn, Cosi's Trickster. I wish we got to see a little bit more play out of this. Maybe it would have been better if we didn't have so many non-creature spells. Yeah, maybe. We were up against a lot of attrition-based decks, to be honest. Just a lot of Thoughtseize decks. So it was not a good spot, not the best world for Sejiri Merfolk. Good world for Deep-Root Waters, and Cosi Trickster got to see some play at the end. So is this a liability? I don't know. There's a lot of games where I think Merfolk Trickster would have been better, but it crushed that burn deck.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I don't know, if you've got like mono red prowess and burn in your metagame, maybe this is the way to go. For fun. I don't know. I would never sleeve this up for a competitive meta. At least we got to see the play out of this. Maybe there's more room if we take out some Deep-Root Waters. Take out 2 Deep-Root Waters, 1 Force of Negation, 1 Path to Exile, put the 4 Merfolk Tricksters in, and you have a better dedicated Sejiri Merfolk deck. Because otherwise we had to make some room for Deep-Root Waters, because last time we played this, we just didn't really see it. Didn't really see play. We saw play this time. It saw play this time. Those tokens got into the red zone against the rock deck. All Island Walk, a super huge army. Deeper Waters did what we wanted it to do. So I hope you like Troll Tuesday this week. And we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon and gave the suggestions for this Troll Tuesday deck. And we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com, the MTG Mastermind, and Card Hoarder for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Troll Merfolk in Modern.